So me decide to me I move back to Jamaica. And before you come with all the violence, all the poverty, oh we are try left. Just bear in mind some never ask. So I always remember so everybody have them own preference, everybody have them own life to live, everybody have to make them own decision. So if you don't agree, fine by me. But personally, I don't feel like somebody need for their foreign. I mean, most people leave Jamaica. The same story, they want to make more money, they want to get a job or pay well, this and that and that. But personally, me run my own business them. So, I don't really need for their foreign.
So one of my dreams is to move back to Jamaica at a young age, but we can still enjoy life. Not to move back at the typical 60-65 year retirement age. So I follow this couple TikToker, right? And they were living in Canada and they moved to Jamaica. They moved back to Jamaica, young couple. Yeah.
Today somebody said to me, so are you happy to be? I said yes, yes. Someone said, when I ask you if I'm happy to be back in Jamaica, yes, I'm really happy. So I'm happy to be back.
You know, it's okay if you pack up from foreign and go back to your yard. It's okay. It's okay if you've migrated and you decide that this is not working out. I am going back to Jamaica. Nothing is wrong with that. And we need to normalize people doing that instead of staying in a foreign country and suffer.
So it has been a full year since I left Kuwait after living and teaching there for 6 years and returned home to Jamaica. When I made the decision, a lot of people didn't believe. A lot of people couldn't believe. A lot of people couldn't understand. Why are you going back to Jamaica? You're sure you don't want to stay a little longer?
Why you move back to Jamaica, not there Jamaica? Please stop it. When you see people decide that they want to return home, you don't know what their life was like when they decided to move to big foreign. Some of them realized that they were sold a dream and this is not the right path for them.
Listen, I need you to understand something that the diaspora doesn't talk about enough. Right now, as I'm recording this, thousands of Jamaicans are packing up their lives in America, Canada or England, and yes, even the Middle East, and they're coming back home. Not for vacation, not for retirement at 65. They are coming back now in their 30s, their 40s, some even younger, Gen Zs even. And you know what the response is? Why did you come back? You failed. No, that narrative ends today because I'm about to show you why returning home might be the smartest, boldest, and most revolutionary decision a Caribbean person can make in 2025. I have brothers and sisters giving their testimonies why they went back to Jamaica. I want us to watch them, let us listen, and then I will be back to discuss everything with you. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. This is the Bantu Merchant.
So me decide to me I move back to Jamaica. And before you come with all the violence, all the poverty, oh we are try left. Just bear in mind some never ask. So I always remember so everybody have them own preference, everybody have them own life to live, everybody have to make them own decision. So if you don't agree, fine by me. But personally, I don't feel like somebody need for their foreign. I mean, most people leave Jamaica. The same story, they want to make more money, they want to get a job or pay well, this and that and that. But personally, me run my own business them. So, I don't really need for their foreign. And the reality is Jamaica is one of the easiest countries to start a business in. I don't have to take my word for it. Just research it and you realize that they're like the top 10 countries, I think. So what you have to understand is that every country have them negatives and them positives. It's just up to you, the life where you want to live and what works well for you. And personally, I don't really feel like saying nobody want to leave Jamaica, you know. Them just want money. So if you can find a way to make money while you're in Jamaica, then you're good to go. And yes, it will be a process. I'm not going to just get up one day and say, alright, I eat this. And technically, I'm still going to be coming back and forth because my family is here as well. So, yeah, it's not going to be something that's so solid. But personally, I just feel like, say, what's the point? If every time I travel to Jamaica and come back to England, I just feel stressed out and depressed, what may I come back for? And one thing you might not know about England is not easy. And it is not for the weak. So, you see, if you want to be an entrepreneur like myself, England is not the place to be. England is one of the hardest countries to start business in. So, trust and believe, you ain't missing nothing over here. But yeah, man, right now, it makes no sense for me. I take my money every minute I go to Jamaica and I come back. I go to Jamaica and I come back. I come back far.
So one of my dreams is to move back to Jamaica at a young age, but we can still enjoy life. Not to move back at the typical 60-65 year retirement age. So I follow this couple TikToker, right? And they were living in Canada and they moved to Jamaica. They moved back to Jamaica, young couple, you know, and that is one of my dreams. And persons are gonna come under their account and say that they are lazy. America is not what it cracks up to be. Trust me. America will have your mental health in a whole. Most of us here are suffering from anxiety and depression who are living here in the States. Only difference with America and Jamaica is that there's more job opportunities here. If you want to work a 24-hour shift, you can work a 24-hour shift. You can just work straight so if you want. That's the only difference. But if you don't know what you're doing, you will be living paycheck to paycheck, and that works on your mental health because you're always thinking like, how am I going to pay this bill? Oh my God, another bill is coming, and it's just a bit much. It's like over here not really make for one person live, especially right now. Yes, we are in a recession, especially right now. If you not have a partner or if you not have some family member live with, trust me, I forgot double up on the job, double or triple up. You understand? Enough people over here do doubles, 16-hour days, and it works on your mental health. You don't have any time to spend with family, you don't have no social life. So coming from a culture where it's more lax and I wouldn't say stress free because stress dead here, but it's more lax, and you come here, it will go work for your mental health. And moving from anywhere you're from and to a new place, it takes adjustment. Like no one better than yard. And when I say yard, it's wherever you are originally from. So that is my dream, to move back to Jamaica at a young age. I am happy for the opportunity that was given, and I'm not being ungrateful, but that is my dream and that is my desire.
Today somebody said to me, so are you happy to be? I said yes. Yes. So I say, when I ask you if I'm happy to be back in Jamaica, yes, I'm really happy. You that is so, I'm happy to be back. Am I as settled as I would love to be? No. But I am much more settled than if I just come yesterday or today. I love it here. I have absolutely no regrets coming back to Jamaica. And I even said it to myself, when I came back, it was the right timing. Perfect timing. Yeah. Me migrate, me leave Jamaica again for the start over and for set up shop. A lie you tell. Lie you a tell. Alright, so me stay. Me the day which part me there and me sister Jamaica going with things and me not see why I'm supposed to do somewhere else and not enjoy my own country. We're not gonna do that, okay? Foreign and migration of young people. That's for young people. That are for people who never wet them foot outside of Jamaica before. But glad say that was a long time ago. Right now, jam down my thing there, right? Just so that's the truth.
You know, it's okay if you pack up from foreign and go back to your yard. It's okay. It's okay if you've migrated and you decide that this is not working out. I am going back to Jamaica. Nothing is wrong with that. And we need to normalize people doing that instead of staying in a foreign country and suffer. It makes no sense for us to stay in a foreign country if we're not doing well. And doing well doesn't necessarily mean that you have a house, you have a car, you have a good job. Doing well also means that you're not coping mentally. You're just not happy. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter who you're around. You're not happy. Now, the other day, somebody told me that, somebody that we both know, that person decided to go back home. And I said, good for her. Good for her. Because if you're really not happy here, if you're not getting the kind of job that you want, you come to Canada and you just realize it doesn't matter what you try. It doesn't matter what kind of qualifications you have. You've gotten certified here in Canada. You have your qualification from back home in Jamaica. Listen, sometimes we have master's degrees and we can't get a good job over here. If you realize that you're not getting back to the status after 4 years, 5 years, the kind of lifestyle that you used to live in Jamaica, you're not able to do that in Canada or the United States, go back home. A lot of us come here and we leave house, we leave car, we left good jobs. Our kids were in private schools, the best of the best in Jamaica. And we come here and we're just not getting that standard of living. Even though you might have a job, you might, be able to buy a house, but that standard of living that you had in Jamaica, that good job that made you feel like, oh, you're actually meeting your targets and meeting your goals in terms of, your career. You have to start all over from scratch. And sometimes even after 4 or 5 years, you're still not there. Let's normalize saying, you know what? There's no shame in it. I'm going to pack up and I'm going to go back to my home country because this is not working out. It's okay. There's no shame in it. Pack up and just go back home. Nothing wrong with it. So pack up and come back home.
So it has been a full year since I left Kuwait after living and teaching there for 6 years and returned home to Jamaica. When I made the decision, a lot of people didn't believe. A lot of people couldn't believe. A lot of people couldn't understand. Why are you going back to Jamaica? You're sure you don't want to stay a little longer? You're sure you don't want to stay and make some more money? Why are you going back to Jamaica? There's nothing in Jamaica. Some persons out of genuine concern, and some people genuinely wanted to ensure that I was making the right decision. Then you have those who just want to fast in your business. But I made this decision because I knew that I wanted to come and start to pump my talents, my gifts, my ideas into my home country. No, I enjoyed that experience living in the Middle East. I got to travel. I got to see so many things and experience people on another level, right? It was an awesome experience, met some awesome people, but it was just time to come home. I was getting homesick. I needed to start a business, and I can't start business in an Arab people country because I don't have no rights there. So, or if I wanted to, it would have been too difficult for me, and I couldn't bother with that. I wanted to advance my career even more, right? And I didn't see where those opportunities were available in Kuwait for me, but I saw these opportunities in my home country, Jamaica. The Jamaica where people say, no, what opportunities not there, right? And I'm not going to debate that because to each their own, but making that decision was the best decision ever. Fast forward today, I got an excellent role as an operations manager, a leadership role, something that I wanted for my career. And I was able to partner with my fiance to start a business, to start Waltech Bookstore. And you would have seen me advertising Waltech Bookstore. It's all about Waltech Bookstore right now. And it has been a journey. It wasn't easy to readjust to Jamaican lifestyle, but I am here today and I am grateful, and I just wanted to share that little piece with you all. Sometimes within your gut it's time to move on, it's time for a new beginning, right? Don't second guess yourself, just pray and ask God to guide you as you make these decisions.
Why you move back to Jamaica, not there Jamaica? Please stop it. When you see people decide that they want to return home, you don't know what their life was like when they decided to move to big foreign. Some of them realize that they were sold a dream and this is not the right path for them. Realizing that something doesn't work for you and taking action and making a real decision to dial back and then do what I need to do to make my life work for me. That is big, that is bold. We need to applaud people when they realize and find out that something doesn't work for them and they're going to make a change, rather than sit there in silence and because of what people are going to say, they decide not to live their lives the best way that they see fit. If you decide to go back home I cannot see what is wrong with that. That is your home. Where should you go? When you move to these countries, they make it very clear that this is not your home. So there's no point in time, no matter how you feel comfortable, that you will ever truly feel like this is your home. I just don't get it. It really annoys me. I just saw a video like that, and you people need to stop it. Applaud people, cheer people on when they decide to do things that is best for their lives, or just shut up.
What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel where we talk about the real African and Caribbean diaspora experience. No sugarcoating, no colonial apologetics, just raw truth. Today we're going to talk about something personal for me and for millions of us across the diaspora. I'm going to talk about Jamaicans, our brothers and sisters who are making the journey back home after years abroad. And I want to talk about the mental health piece, the money piece, and the practical steps that nobody's gonna teach you. But here at this channel, I'm going to tell you everything. So if you're watching this and you've thought about going home, or you know someone who has, or you just tired of the foreign dream, that's the feeling, more like a nightmare, this video is for you. So hit the subscribe button, because we are going to be building a community here that tells the truth about migration, money, and mental freedom. Okay, guys, let me be real with you. I understand why we live, why we were sold a dream. I understand. The dream was simple. Go to America, go to Canada, go to England, get that job, make that money, send it back home, build that house, buy that car, come back a success. The foreign land was supposed to be the promised land. Opportunity, better education, better healthcare, streets paved with gold, right? And for some people, that dream works. I'm not here to diminish anyone's success, but here's what they don't tell you in those migration orientation sessions or in those glamorous photos on Instagram. They don't tell you about the 16-hour shifts, the double jobs, the triple jobs just to make rent. They don't tell you that you'll be working so hard you won't even remember what your family looks like. No social time, no time to breathe. Just work, sleep, pay bills, repeat the cycle. Like, okay, I remember speaking to a sister, let's call her Kisha, who left Kingston for Toronto in 2018. She had a master's degree, great resume, the whole package. 5 years later, she's still working retail and driving Uber on weekends just to keep her head above the water, living paycheck to paycheck, and every night she's asking herself, is this really better than home? They don't tell you about the mental health cost, the anxiety, the depression, the feeling of being stuck in a system that sees you as cheap labor, not as the educated, talented, brilliant person you are. America, Canada, and England, they put your mental health in a hole. It's documented, it's real, and it's something we need to stop being silent about. So here's where the story shifts, and this is the part that inspired this whole video. People are coming back, and they are coming back for good reasons. Some are coming back because they have realized that happiness and mental health matters a lot more than a foreign passport and a car note. Some are coming back because they see opportunities in Jamaica, entrepreneurial opportunities, career opportunities that they are not seeing abroad. Let me tell you something about my brethren. Let's call him Marcus. Marcus spent 4 years as a trucker in Canada. Good money, decent lifestyle, but every day he felt like he was just existing, not living. He couldn't start a business there. Too many restrictions, no real rights for migrants. He couldn't advance his career. He was stuck. When he came back to Jamaica, within a year, he landed a leadership role as an operations manager. He started a side business because Jamaica is actually one of the easiest countries in the world to start a business. Top 10 globally. England, one of the hardest. He told me, I came back to pump my talents, my gifts, and my ideas into my country, and I have absolutely no regrets. And he's the reason why I make this video. That's the energy we need to normalize. There is no shame in coming back home if the foreign life is not working for you. Now, whether you are not coping mentally, whether you are not happy, whether you just miss the culture, the food, the vibes, it's valid, my brother or my sister. And here's the truth nobody wants to admit. These foreign countries will never let you feel like it's truly your home. You'll always be the other. You'll work twice as hard for half the recognition. So if you can build a good life back home, why did you come back home? Now, let's get into the practical part, because I don't just want to tell you stories. I want to equip you with something. Now, if you're considering coming back, or if you just came back, I want you to talk to about your mental health first, because that transition is real and we need to prepare for it. Step 1, normalize your mixed emotions. You're going to feel relief, joy, excitement, and also anxiety, doubt, maybe even regret on some days. That's normal. You're not failing. You're just adjusting. Give yourself permission to feel all of it without judgment. Number 2, practice grounding exercises daily. When the doubt creeps in, when someone asks you, why did you come back, with that judgmental tone, I want you to have a response ready, but I also want you to have a practice. Try this. 5 deep breaths. Name 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, 1 you can taste. It brings you back to the present moment. It helps you remember, I'm here, I'm home, and I'm safe. Step number 3, seek professional support. Jamaica has mental health resources and they are growing. Look up local therapists, search for mental health services through the Jamaica Ministry of Health website, or reach out to community support groups. If you feel overwhelmed, please seek professional help. There is no shame in therapy. In fact, it's one of the strongest things you can ever do. Step number 4, reframe the stigma. When people ask, why did you come back? Here's what I want you to say, calmly and confidently. I came back because I chose happiness and peace over stress and struggle. I came back because I saw opportunities here that I didn't see abroad. I came back because this is my home and I'm building my future here. You don't owe anyone a longer explanation than that. Protect your peace. Now, let us talk about money, because that's the elephant in the room, right? People think if you come back, you are broke. That's a lie, but you do need a plan. So let me give you a blueprint. Number 1, build an emergency fund very fast. I want you to aim for 3 months of living expenses saved up. Let's say your monthly expenses are 100,000 Jamaican dollars, about 650 US dollars. Your emergency fund target is 300,000 Jamaican dollars. A small, even 5,000 a week adds up. This fund is your safety net while you figure out your income streams. Number 2, you need to identify your income opportunities. Now, there are 3 proven income paths for returnees in Jamaica. Number 1, there is tourism, hospitality adaptations, Airbnb hosting, tour guiding, transport services for tourists, or even opening a small guest house. Tourism is booming and there is a space for creative, service-oriented entrepreneurs. Number 2, there is agro value chains. Jamaica's agriculture sector is ripe for innovation. Think value-added products, hot sauces, dried fruits, packaged spices, herbal teas. Start small, test the local market, then scale. Low startup cost, high demand. Number 3, digital service and freelancing. This is my favorite because I'm a tech guy. You can offer graphic design, writing, virtual assistant, social media management, web development, all from Jamaican serving clients abroad. You're earning USD or euros when living on Jamaican dollar expenses. That's leverage. Step number 3, access capital smartly. Don't just rely on your savings. Look into microfinance options. Institutions like JMBS, that is Development Bank of Jamaica, and NCB have programs for small entrepreneurs. Join community savings groups. If you have family in the diaspora, set up a remittance leveraging strategy where they invest in your business in exchange for profit sharing. Step number 4, create a simple monthly budget. Income versus expenses. Write it down. 50% needs rent, food, utilities, that percent wants entertainment, dining out, 20% savings, and business investment. Adjust as needed, but track everything. Remember, the goal is not to get rich overnight. The goal is to build sustainable, peaceful, purpose-driven wealth at home. Alright, family, and here's what I want you to do after this video. Today, right now, do one thing. If you're abroad and you're thinking about going back home to Jamaica, research one business idea or job opportunity in Jamaica. Just one, write it down. If you're already back home, reach out to one local resource, a business support organization, maybe a therapist or a mentor, a community group. Make that connection. This week, start your emergency fund. Even if it's just 2,000 Jamaican dollars, open a separate savings account if you can. This month, have an honest conversation with your family or close friends about your plans, your fears, your hopes. Build your support system. That's important. And okay, listen, document your journey, whether it is a journal, voice notes, or even starting your own YouTube channel. Your story matters. Your experience will help someone else out there. And here's the real talk to close this one out. Migration is not a one-way street. Going abroad doesn't mean you failed if you come back. Staying abroad doesn't mean you're more successful than someone who returned. We need to stop measuring our worth by foreign validation. You are not defined by where you live. You are defined by how you live, with purpose, with peace, with pride, and who you are and where you come from. And guys, if this video resonated with you, I need you to do 3 things right now. 1, drop a comment below. Tell me your story. Are you thinking about going back? Have you already returned? What's been your experience abroad or back at home when you came back? Let us build this conversation. Let us keep it going on. Number 2, subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell on, because we are not done. We are going to keep having these real, raw, necessary conversations about diaspora experiences. Last but not least, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Your cousin in Canada, your friend in London, or your sister in New York. Let them know there is another way. There is a path back home, and it's a powerful one. Guys, I'm the Bantu Merchant. I'll see you in the next one. We're good family. Peace.